Thanks for holding, everybody. Welcome back to a brand new episode of Corey Has a Podcast. I'm your host, Corey Easley, and 2022 Wrapped is coming out. Everybody's dropping their 2022 Wrapped. I actually just found something out about myself that doesn't surprise me. I am the number one Eminem fan in the world. I don't give a shit, but you know what? I will tell you this. I still to this day believe that being called a stan is an insult. Like when Nas said, you a fake, a fan, a phony, a pussy, a stan. When he said that shit to Jay-Z, I was like, oof, yikes. Back in the day. But yeah, so I refuse to be called a stan. But you know what? I'm a huge fan. I like consistency. Eminem speaks this language that it gets me riled up, right? We all got our things. I'm getting ready to go to the gym. I got a song for that. I'm upset about something. I got a song for that. I'm hyping and in a goofy mood. I got a song for that. I'm feeling myself. I got a song for that. You know what I'm saying? And there's a lot of artists. My second most listened to artist was J. Cole. I believe my third was Kanye West. My fourth was Royce da 5'9", and my fifth was Drake. So yeah, if anything, I'm consistent with a lot of things. I think it's one of my biggest skills. And shout out to everybody. I got a 2022 Wrap. Shout out to everybody who consistently listens. The podcast listenership is up 77% this year, which I suppose is a big deal. I'm not a big numbers guy, but I'm just going to go out and say thank you all for listening. And thanks for sharing. Apparently you guys share this shit with people, so that's pretty fucking cool. And speaking of sharing, I got a cup of tea here by me that I'm still trying to figure out if I like it. This is a problem for me. The tea smells better than it tastes. So I got this tea from Harney and Sons. Fine teas. You can look them up. I got this one because it was decaf. And I've been on this using caffeine sparingly. Kind of only using it when I need it. Like maybe have a pre-workout or a cup of coffee. Or maybe like a Ghost or one of those energy drinks or some shit. Like before I train. But otherwise, like, have a little bit of coffee in the morning with my breakfast just because it's ritualistic and I'm a ritualistic kind of person. And then I keep it moving and I get through the day. And by the time it's time for me to train, I'll have a jolt. But for the past couple of days, it's been 4 days. 5 days, actually. And of me moderating my caffeine intake. And I got to tell you, I feel a little bit sluggish, or at least I've felt sluggish throughout the time. But I find that hydration is key. Drink a lot of water. Sometimes you're not hungry. Sometimes you're not sleepy. Sometimes you're just really fucking thirsty. And maybe I don't think you are hydrated enough. You ever just like get some water and your body starts to wake up? Like, we need it. It's essential. And we should definitely be conscious of it and drinking it more. Anyway, that's not necessarily what this episode is about. But I did want to say thank you all for listening. Thank you all for sharing the show. I recently found out that I might have been wrong about the Black Eyed Peas the whole time. And I know you're like, what do you mean? What do you mean? I know I talk about the Black Eyed Peas a lot. But no, the song Fergalicious came on and I was like, yeah, I'm not going to lie. This song is all right. But is it a Black Eyed Peas song or is it a Fergie song? Hold on a second. Let me just look this up. Okay, so this song is by Fergie. But the other guy from the Black Eyed Peas, the world famous will.i.am, Mr. I wear fucking crazy looking Star Wars monster furry boots in the summertime with a pair of shorts and some sick fucking glasses that look like they could shoot lasers out. This guy really just decided, like, he looks like he went into a thrift store and put this whatever outfit together all the time. And I respect it because when I say the name will.i.am, you picture him in your head. And he's not just wearing a fucking t-shirt and jeans when you picture him, right? Am I bugging? Or how do you imagine will.i.am when you think of him? But anyway, this album, released in 2006 by the artist Fergie. The album is called The Duchess. The song is called Fergalicious. and Will I Am is featured on the song. Now, it had previously been brought to my attention because she goes, they always come up to me. They always come up to me. Something call me Stacy. And I'm like, So it turns out her first name is Stacy. Stacy Ann Ferguson. Did not know that. Did not the whole time. I thought she just picked a random name. Because I was thinking of the Ting Ting song. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. That's not my name. They call me right, girl. They call me they call me Lisa. They call me Stacy. That's not my name. They do call me all those names too, funny enough. Songs about names are funny, right? And Bingo was his name. Oh, Bingo. John Jacob Jingleheimer Schmidt is another one. Longest name in the world, I think. What is the longest last name in the world? Or just name. Fuck it. What's the longest name in the world? This is a real fucking mouthful right here. I'm going to attempt to read this name. If you Google it, it will come up. The guy's name is Hubert Blaine Wolfeschlegelsteinhausen Bergerdorf Sr. Interesting. I'm going to try that one more time. Hubert Blaine Wolfeschlegelsteinhausen Bergerdorf Sr. Apparently there is another one of these people. Apparently there's a whole family of them because it's a family name, I suppose. What is the longest first name on earth? The longest personal name. Okay, yeah, that's Hubert. All right. Anyway. First of all, I think if you give somebody a name that's just that crazy, like that name needs to be shortened. For a lot of it. Like, I can't imagine. It's mostly to me when I think back of in school and somebody, like you're in school, somebody's reading off the attendance and they got to read this name. It's fucked up. It makes everybody uncomfortable. It's almost like going into a hot room and smelling bad. It's like, listen, man, I understand that you're trying the natural deodorant. I get it. But I don't think it's fair that you can make this everybody else's problem. Now, listen, I bought the Harney & Sons Fine Tea. Comes in a little tin box, small tin box. I'll tell you what, a family collaboration gave rise to HT. Harney & Sons teas. They call it HT. HT is grounded in the Harney tradition of providing the finest quality full leaf teas and herbs, all packed in a stunning silken tea sachet. You can now enjoy the sophistication of full leaf teas with tea bag convenience, giggity, giggity, goo. Doesn't say that at the end of that, but that's what it says on the tin. It comes in this cool little tin. It looks fancy when you sit it on your countertop or wherever you keep your teas, maybe in the pantry, maybe in some fucking cabinet or whatever. I like to keep mine out on display because I got options. I'm a tea man. I come home, I turn the kettle on. I own a kettle. I got a nice one. I invested. And I put the fucking kettle on and I have tea and I double bag it because I like the potency, right? But the problem is I double bag this one. Doesn't taste good. Now, I'm going to tell you what the flavor is. The flavor is Vanilla Camorro, a creamy decaffeinated indulgence. And I'll be honest with you, it's been a waste of my time so far, but I'm going to drink it because I bought it. It was on sale though, so if it comes to a point where I'm just so upset that I decide to throw it out, it's on sale. But I could it's fragrant. Like I could smell the vanilla aroma. And it is nice, but it's just not doing what I thought it was going to do. And that's the risk you take when you just start trying shit sometimes. Like you can't sample everything, right? Sometimes you come home with it. You order something online. That's even worse. You order some shit online. It fucking takes a couple of days to get there. It gets there. It doesn't fit. It doesn't work. It doesn't do what it said it was going to do. And now you're just kind of stuck with this thing if you're me. Because I don't want to go rewrap it, take it to the post office, send it back, send them an email telling them I'm sending it back, put the return label in the fucking thing, and then wait for it again. You know, if I can't walk into a store and buy it, I don't want it. And that's it. And that's my biggest problem in life. And if that's my biggest problem in life, then I guess I'm not doing so bad, huh? Yeah. Fergie's real name is Stacy, everybody. Are the Black Eyed Peas still together? Who knows? I don't know. I think we've all kind of agreed that we don't necessarily need the Black Eyed Peas, right? They got a couple of bangers, though. Like, don't get it twisted. Remember when they tried to get away with making that song, Let's Get Retarded? And they did get away with it for a very short amount of time. And even before we started making people pull back on that kind of shit, it was out for a while. And then we had to change it to Let's Get It Started. Right? Which sounds more reasonable. Right? Because they both mean the same thing, right? Let's get it started. Right? It's kind of unacceptable to be like, all right, everybody, let's fucking get retarded. Like, it's a little bit, people don't like that as much. Some people might like it. But, it's kind of for the greater good, I guess, that they decided to change it to Let's Get It Started. That's just my 2 cents. But yeah, do we need the Black Eyed Peas? I don't know, but they do have a couple of bangers. Now, let me tell you what their bangers are. Their bangers are... Ooh, I spend my time just missing you and all the things we used to do. Yeah, that was a good one. Which one is that? Can you meet me halfway? You know what it is? I'm going to say it. I'm just going to say it. Fergie must have been fucking exhausted from carrying that whole fucking band around on her back the entire time. I mean, her voice is unique and good. I hear her voice, I'm like, that's Fergie. You know, she's got that song, Since You've Been Gone. No, I'm kidding. That's Kelly Clarkson. I know. They both didn't make it to my fucking 2022 Wrapped, and they probably never will. But that doesn't mean I don't know what I'm talking about, right? 2022 Wrapped. It is December, everybody. Can you believe it? Everything that has happened to you this year is about to be something that you say, man, that shit happened to me last year. I did that last year. So what are you going to do now? Do more stuff. You know, we kind of just in the idea and the concept of time and years and months have just been these things that we've created. But, you know, that doesn't mean that, like, I like to have a reference point, right? It's nice to be able to reference, like, this is what I did last year. This is what I did a few days ago. Wow, it's been a few months. Like, it's nice to be able to measure the amount of time. It's nice to be able to look back and give yourself kind of, like, just markers, you know, where you can kind of get to them and get past them and go, all right, fresh start. Let me try to start accomplishing some shit that I said I would accomplish. Let me try something new. Let me try something that I've been thinking about trying for a long time. Actually, last episode I was talking about when you think about somebody and you reach out to them. I was thinking about my boy Serge the other day. And I let the fucking moment pass. And then I was on my way to work. And instead of getting in my head and going, fuck, I'm busy, I don't have time for this shit right now, I said, you know what? Nothing is fucking guaranteed in life. And I texted my boy. And we had a nice little conversation. You know? You ever thinking about hitting somebody up and you're like, oh, God, this motherfucker's going to try to invite me to something. Then I got to say no. You know? We should start just hitting people up anyway and being ready to be like, hey, listen, I can't make it to that, but I really just wanted to say hello. I think that's something, if I could add to what I said last time, I think that's the thing that I would add to it, right? Because I can't even lie. Like, sometimes when I'm thinking about hitting somebody up, I'm like, I'm not going to hit this person up because then they're going to try to hang out with me. And really, I just want them to know that I thought of them, but I don't want to see them, right? I think that's okay. I think that's fine. I think that's normal. It's also just harder to see people when the fucking weather is bullshit. It's cold. You know, I wish I was walking around in shorts and a tank top, but I'm not. I'm walking around with a fucking coat on and a vest and a scarf and a hat and no gloves because I don't fucking wear gloves most of the time. Not for any reason other than they kind of just are just They I don't know. Realistically, I don't know why I don't really have a real reason. I have reasons for a lot of things. Wearing gloves is not a thing that I have a reason for. The other day I was sitting here and I was thinking about the word fermented and how often I hear it and how I have no idea what it means. I have no idea what fermented means. People be like, yeah, it's fermented whatever. It's fermented grapes. It's fermented it's fermented wheat. And I'm just like, okay. I just accept it every time I hear it. I just go, all right, cool. But what does it mean? And I think today's the day, right in front of everybody here. Undergo fermentation. Incite or stir up. Negative, fester, develop into something worse. What? What does it mean if something is fermented? Fermentation is an anaerobic process in which microorganisms like yeast and bacteria break down food components. Example, sugars such as glucose into other products. Example, organic acids, gases, or alcohol. This gives fermented foods their unique and desirable taste, aroma, texture, and appearance. Interesting. I still have no idea what the fuck that means. But I'm actually compiling a list of words that I don't know what they mean, and people use them all the time. And for some reason, we all have access to information, like, all the time. And we all have words that people just throw around in front of us, and we just nod our fucking heads, and we accept them. And we don't even know what they mean. We think we know what they mean, but we don't. But if someone put you on a spot and said, you know what that means? You would be like, And I'm trying to get better about that. That's a thing, right? I don't like doing like the whole New Year's resolution thing. But what I do hate even more than New Year's resolution is how much time people spend shitting on people for having a New Year's resolution. It's like, fuck it. Just let this person believe they're going to do something good. Fuck. Leave people alone. Oh, God, these resolution people, here they come again. New year, new me. Yeah, new year, new them. Fucking mind your business. Maybe it needs to be a new you. You fucking piece of shit. Judging everybody else. What the hell is your problem? Let that person live. All right. Feeling good. And now with that being said, new year, new me, right? I'm going to start wearing shirts with buttons whenever I feel like it. I got to tell you, this tea's not getting any better. Yeah. A thing I'm going to start doing is making a conscious effort to actually look up shit that I don't know about. Like in the moment where it comes up, if possible. Obviously, if I can't do it at the moment, let's not get carried away here, but if there is a moment in time where something is happening and I'm looking around like, I don't know what's going on and I'm not going to pretend to, right? Can you imagine if I was a surgeon and I was pretending to know what the fuck I was doing? People would die. I would kill them by accident because I was too afraid and embarrassed to go, oh, I don't know what that means. Hold on. Let me go check. Let me ask somebody else. Let me refer out. It takes a lot of humility to admit you don't know some shit, but it'll save you a lot of fucking, I guess it won't. You could actually go on the rest of your life just nodding and smiling. But is that a life you want to live? Do you want to be a person who pretends to know things, or do you want to be a person who knows shit? 2023, learn some shit. All right, everybody, take care of yourself. Take care of the people you love, and have a good day. Later.